Big mistake, and I didn't even check my levels before I got started, so let me know if you guys can hear me, if everything is going smooth and kosher. Before we get started today, let's see what we got going on in chat. So we got PCs and EVs, 69, 420, even nicer. I think I'm funny. Yes, you are funny. Soul7, thanks for joining. Thank you for joining the stream. How's it going? And everyone else that is here, how you guys all doing? Make sure you smash that like button if you're here. We're going to be talking about some interesting things today. Got a fantastic show. So first thing we're going to talk about, or not first thing, but eventually, I don't know if I'm going to get to this. These are called rack studs. These go on your standard 19-inch server rack. And this is something that I got to try to alleviate some rack mounting issues I've been having. There's two different kinds. So there's this kind, and then there's this kind right here. It's really nice and colorful. They're all individual pieces. This is made for a 2U system, and I'm going to be talking about why I am actually not going to be going with the rack studs. That's right, folks. I've tried it out, and I've decided this is not for me, and I'll explain why probably toward the end of this stream. But what we're actually going to get into today on this stream is my new Synology NAS. This is my DS923 Plus DiskStation, and in this box right here we got four 20 terabyte Seagate Exos. I'm not sure how you say it. It's they're enterprise grade hard drives. So we're gonna go ahead and set that up today. Let me just go over what I got. Let me do a top cam here and make sure my zoom function works so I could get in real close and show you guys all the goodness. Yep, that does work. So I got two NVMe SSDs right here. Check this out, guys. These are just your genuine Samsung NVMe SSDs, 256 gigabytes a piece. I got two of them. You might be going, Shinji, what are you using this for in a Synology in a NAS? This is going to be read-write cache, so this thing's going to be wicked fast. Then after that, yeah, that's right, guys. I got 32 gigs of SODIMM memory. This thing is going to be wicked fast. This is going to be for my virtual machines and stuff like that I plan to eventually get set up on here. And our last piece of the puzzle. Yes, my friends, that is what you think it is. That is a 10 gigabit NIC module. That is right, a T1 Mini. It is crazy how small they made this PCI interface NIC for this thing. We'll open this up and I'll show you in a moment. I don't have an example of a regular one because they do cost like $100. This is actually about $104. I got it for less money. They usually go for like $150. $150, $140, right around there. I got it for around $109. All right, what we got in chat? Let's see. PC and EV says, you can be heard. I am great. I am glad that you guys can hear me. Taines, how you doing, man? Thanks for joining the live stream. Tane says, I have heard about those, always wanted to give them a try. Yes, the rack studs, I'll be going over why I am not going to go forward with them. Instead, I'll be going with Ubiquity's solution to this issue, and I'll be going over that in a moment. Tane says, my guess is they won't hold the full weight of a device if they're the only thing holding it up, LOL. So no, Tanes, it's actually not that. They actually can hold quite a bit of weight. I put a bunch of weight on a server that I didn't care about. It was just a frame, like a 1U frame for a server, like a case. Put a bunch of weight on it. I never got them to break. I didn't want to put more than 30 pounds on it, so I couldn't get them to break. They're definitely not as strong or rigid as your traditional rack stud, rack nuts, and screws, but they are way faster and a lot more easier on your fingers to set up. The issue I have with them is that they're not it's a very strange issue, which it could be related just to my personal rack, but they basically don't fit correctly. And I'll get into that toward the end of the stream. All right, guys, so we got Taines, we got Soul7, we got PCs and EVs. All right, let's get started. Let me tie my hair back so you guys can all enjoy me not sweating and getting all hot, because it is kind of warm out here today. I did turn the ACs on and whatnot to try to reduce the amount of heat in here, but it's kind of hot. All right, so let's get this party started. So first things first, I'm gonna switch to top cam and show you some other stuff I got. So as you guys know, I am setting up my own rack, my own home lab. I got some nice RJ45 slip-on stream relief boots. The ones I had before were not Cat 6 compatible. This is WillLink. I think they're all the same company, honestly. This is just a bunch of keystones. They look like this, and they go into the rack. I got a bunch of different colors. Got black, got green, and red. And the reason for that is I want my patch panel to have color coding on what means what. So that'll be a lot easier to figure out when everything gets all together. And this last piece right here, this is just a direct attach cable. This is a SFE++, 10 gigabit copper direct attach cable. And this will be also going into the rack. And I'll show you what's this going to go to in a moment. All right, so let's get into our stuff. Put my protective gloves on, that way I don't cut myself, right? I'm gonna unbox everything and then we're gonna go ahead and get started. So we're gonna take apart the NIC here first. Synology's overpriced NIC. Uh-oh, my zoom function's not working all of a sudden. This thing is it was just working. That's so strange. Okay, I guess we're gonna be stuck at the zoom level. I'll just bring it up to the camera. So there it is, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. It's funny, you test all these things before the stream, everything works just fine. As soon as you start the stream, it doesn't work, right? Oh, there we go. Now it's working. That's weird. So yeah, now it's working, whatever. Okay, so here we got it. Open this up. And remember guys, this is a 10 gigabit network interface. And it is crazy how tiny it is. That's it. Nothing else in here. So just that. Nice little miniature ESD bag. Synology tamper seal, I guess. Put that all back. Close that up, put this away. And here we go, guys. That's it. This is it. This little PCB, little thing right here with this miniature heatsink is responsible for 10 gigabit networking on this Synology NAS. That's it. Now, if you guys know anything about this type of stuff, the normal size ones are actually probably about that, like this big. They're pretty big. Can't see against my black shirt. They're about that big. They're pretty big. They're about the size of like a GT210 or a 710. And this is crazy how they're able to make it this tiny. I suspect that they have some hardware on board the NAS to take care of some of that. All right, so let's open up our hard drives here. So this is just our hard drives. And again, guys, these are the 20 terabyte a piece drives. So I'll just take off this protective foam. And this is it right here. Look at that, folks, 20 terabytes. Yeah, baby, 20 terabytes. I do like how they are packaged in this box. Usually you get 5 hard drives in this type of configuration. I am not going to be doing that. I am going to be going for speed. So I'm going to be doing RAID 10, 1+0. So I got our hard drives right there. Put those aside. Try not to bang them too much. And now, so these are just our NVMe drives. You already saw that. Put those right there. And this is our RAM. 32 gigs of RAM are going to go into the Synology, and it's going to have really nice RAM in the virtual machines and stuff like that. My plan is to essentially use the virtual machine as like a standby computer that's on all the time. to take care of basic functions in the house. So, you know, things like if I go to scan a document on my scanner, it'll connect to the virtual machine and dump it into the Synology drive. That way I don't have to have a computer on all the time. This will take up way less energy. So I'm just going to stick my... I'm joking, guys. I'm not going to do that. What do you think I am, stupid? So, oh, did it anyway. It just popped out. You guys saw that, right? So, there we go. 2 ECC RAM modules. Pretty nice. And I'll try to be as angled as possible so that way the camera can see. I'll use a hard drive as a spacer. How about that? And what I'm going to actually do, I'll do you guys a solid. I'm going to overexpose the frame here. Set. Nope, that's off. There we go. I'm going to overexpose this so you guys can really see inside that drive. 100%. All right, so now that side is super bright. And just try to keep it like that. Okay, so just like your RAM on a laptop, it has little ears here and it comes out. And I'm actually going to switch my gloves to thinner ones that are more dexterous. Just, you know, standard gloves, examination gloves. And if you guys are wondering why I always wear gloves when I work on computers, it's because our hands have oils and dirt and all that other stuff. And this will just make sure it's nice and clean in there. So just like on a laptop, we're going to take these ears and just kind of push them to the side, and that's going to pop out the module. And it is kind of hard to do it from this angle, but essentially you just gotta do it like that. Push these little tabs out, and that will pop out the RAM just like that. And then it comes out at a 30-degree angle. So that is a 4 gigabit module, 4 gigabyte module. Sorry, I've been saying gigabit a lot. Synology 4 gigabyte module. And Synology said you got to buy their own RAM. It's really expensive. This RAM is from, like, you know, a no-name brand, so to speak, but it is 16 and 16, total of 32 gigabytes, which is going to make this much faster. Well, it actually won't make it faster, but it'll allow it to do more operations, have more memory in the buffer, and all that kind of good stuff. Before I continue here, though, let me go switch to live chat and see what's going on. New England Crypto says good evening. Stella says hi. How you doing, Stella? Nice to see you here. I'm glad you are enjoying life. I saw your little videos that you were putting up. At least your dad was putting up. You riding your electric bike and stuff at the some kind of bike meet or something on Instagram. That seemed like you were having a lot of fun. New England Crypto says, I'm trying to make snacks at the same time. Oh, what kind of snacks, man? Soul7 says, that's why you wear gloves, because you don't have man hands. Yeah, I don't have man hands. My hands are actually quite fragile and quite delicate. And would you believe that these same hands worked on heavy-duty trucks for 6 years? Yeah, my nickname was Truck Technician. Not because, you know, I was big and burly, but because I was small and I could fit inside the dang truck to get to all the parts. New England Crypto. Yeah, that's funny, man. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put our RAM modules in. We're gonna put in the bottom module first, obviously, because if you look carefully, you see there's two slots in there, and we're gonna try to aim for that bottom module down there. So let's see if I could do that. You guys can kind of see that blue PCB. More of a teal, but yeah, that's where we're aiming at. Let me get another hard drive here. This is not recommended, folks. Do not use hard drives as staging, but it'll work, right? Okay, so yep, that's the correct orientation. So we're gonna put the bottom module in first. Remember, at a 30-degree angle, it's just gonna kind of slide in just like that. See, it's kind of floppy. Make sure it's fully seated at that 30-degree angle, and then you're just simply gonna push down, and it's gonna click into place just like that. Here's our other module, same orientation. I'm gonna put it into the uppermost slot. Let me see if I could do that there so you guys can see. Let's see it like that, yeah. This is gonna go into the uppermost slot at a 30-degree angle. You can see how it's kind of wiggly. Gonna just make sure it's fully seated. Whoa, that wasn't good. So you can tell it's fully seated because it'll kind of go in and it'll make contact with all these little pins, right? So it kind of goes in like that and you'll feel it, it'll stop. After it goes in, just push down and it will fully seat just like that. Now that RAM module is actually not fully seated, so let me do that, and I'm going to push a little bit harder because it's not getting in there. There we go. I know it's hard to hear, but it's like a little click. You'll see because the gold fingers on the end will go away. And there, that module, I believe, actually it's not fully seated. What's going on here? Let me just double check this one more time. Make sure I'm not going crazy. Make sure there's nothing blocking. It might just be a more shallow, module up on top because the fingers are seating. Try that one more time. Okay, there we go. Gonna wiggle it till it goes in. Yep, it's in. And we're gonna press down. Yep, I guess that's just how it is on this one. So there we go. Now we got 2 full RAM modules in there. You can kind of see it stack to stack. I know you can only kind of see one, but there is definitely another one underneath there. Okay, let me change chat real quick. Let's see. Soul7 says, wait for it. Here comes computer ASMR. Yeah, I know, right? Well, maybe if someone wasn't talking at the exact same moment, it was pushed. Yeah, I had talked too much sometimes, right? Here, let me try that one more time. I'll give you guys some ASMR. Let's see here. Let's see if I can do that. We're just gonna take it out real slow. Ah, there it is. There's a RAM module right there. We're just gonna do that real slow. Oh, I dropped it. That's not what I wanted to do. All right, let's try that one more time, guys. Put in there, just like that. Click. And then click again. Just like that. There, you got your ASMR. Oh, you know, that ASMR stuff, it is kind of interesting to watch sometimes, but I never really got into it. Uh-oh, baby Boston, wake again. Oh, wakey, wakey. What? I was quiet. I didn't make all that much noise. All right. Well, you go ahead and go take care of baby Boston, New England. I'm going to go ahead and lower the exposure because I'm way overexposed on my right side. But, oh, we got to do the M.2 modules first, so I'll take care of that first. So we're going to transition over to the top cam again, and we're going to put that 4 gigabyte module away. So we're just going to use the old case and stick this module in here. Oh, it goes this way. That way it'll be safely stored for a later time. Oh, I probably shouldn't do that because I can't see what's in here. I should probably put it on this way. There. Now you could definitely tell there's RAM in there, and I'm not going to throw this away on accident or something stupid like that. Okay, so now let's put our M.2 drives in. Now, ooh, actually, hold on. Let me get some blue tape. Got to cover up that MAC address. If you guys are watching this after the fact, you guys could probably slow it down and they get a glimpse of my MAC address because my cameras are so good. But we're going to just do this real quick and put some blue tape on it. That way, you guys can't be, you know, doing nefarious things like hacking me and taking all my stuff. You know, I don't want you to take my stuff. Don't be mean like that. Okay. So let's see. Are we zoomed in? Yep, we're zoomed in. So these are the M.2 modules. You see a 1 and a 2 right there. I'm going to try to kind of see it in the light. See the numbers right there, 1 and 2? That represents which bays those are. So we're going to go ahead and just open this up. And this is actually toolless, as in it needs no tools. Okay? So you see 1 and 2, just like that. If you look in there carefully, you see that little black tab right there? That makes it so you don't need tools to put this M.2 drive in, which is pretty nice. So again, guys, if you're just joining us now, these are 256 gigabyte Samsung NVMe drives. This will not work with a standard SATA drive, okay? It'll only work with a NVMe M.2 drive, not a SATA M.2 drive, because of the notching. SATA has 2 notches in it. NVMe has only 1. Well, okay, you know what? That's actually not accurate, but most NVMEs only have 1. That's how you know if it's a SATA or NVMe in regular consumer hardware like this. So if you look inside, there's put these over here. There's the notches right there. It looks just like a RAM slot, right? But a little thinner. See the little black notch right there? It's going to go into that space right there. So we're just going to kind of put it in. There we go. Click. And then this right here, you just pull this tab back. Just like that. Then we're going to do another one. Am I spitting on this thing? Don't want to do that. That one right there. Man, this is like unsatisfying. It doesn't make any noise. Goes in. And there. Our M.2 drives are securely installed. Put the covers back. So now this Synology NAS, this NAS is going to be fully souped up, so to speak. This is going to be at top of the line. We got the most amount of RAM that this will support. We got the, okay, actually the SSDs are not the most it'll support, but when it comes to NVMe SSDs for caching, after like 50 or 100 gigabytes, you really don't get much benefit, because you got to remember, we're limited to the 10 gigabit architecture, okay? So let's get to the screwdriver and go ahead and take the back of this off, and we'll go ahead and install our 10 gigabit NIC. Let me take a look at chat first before we move on. Soul 7, don't worry about me hacking, yeah. The stuff I want is in the Pelican cases. Yeah, I got if you guys don't know, in the studio, I have a rack right here. That's where I keep all the Pelican cases, all the equipment, all the extra lenses and camera parts. Oh, we got Creating Space in the chat. How you doing, man? Creating Space. Who needs a MAC address when I have your street address? Game over. Soul 7 goes, mic drop. That's funny. That's really funny. All right, let me go get a screwdriver, and we will go to crack this baby open. Oh, we're not crack it open. We're just going to open it up. Let me go ahead and transition back. There we go. We're going to go ahead and open this right here and put our 10 gigabit network card in. And I'm just going to use my cheapo screwdriver that I got many years from Amazon. And it's been working fine for me, so don't fix it if it ain't broken, right? By the way, guys, if you're watching, I do have linked in the description down below, if you're watching this after the fact or just now, links to all the hard drives and the NIC and all that I'm using for this Synology NAS, if you're curious. Those are Amazon affiliate links, just so you know. And I think I am required to tell you that I do get a small portion at no cost to you if you decide to use it. So let's go to take these 2 screws out. Put those right there and take this little cover off. And that's it, huh? So this has 2 little slots right there. And then it goes right into there. It's kind of hard to see, but you can kind of see right there, those 2 little slots. Do I hear a car alarm going off? Let me know if you guys can hear that, because I don't actually have much noise canceling on this microphone, so should be able to hear everything. So again, apparently this just slides in. I don't really see. So there's little slides on the edges right there. There's there's kind of like these ears right here, and that's what allows it to slide. Just kind of goes like that. That's it. Now it's installed. And then we're gonna put these 2 screws in. Kind of see what I'm doing. And I'm just turning the screws until it gets tight, but not all the way. Oh, I just dropped a screw into the Ethernet port. what happens when I'm trying to do stuff and show you guys. I gotta be careful. All right, let me tilt this, because this is not a magnetized screwdriver. At least it's not very strong. So standard TekShinji fashion, go back until click, just like that. And then go forward. Then give this a quick 1/8 of a turn. This one, 1/8 of a turn, 1/8 of a turn. And just keep doing that until I feel it's tight. And that's good enough for me. I don't know what these... It says right there, it says 10 gigabit, which is kind of cool. I do not know what these two little ears are on the side. Not exactly sure what that's for. I think it's just to help you pull it out if you, in the future, want to take this out. I think that's what it's for. It's just to pull it out. We're not going to need that little cover anymore, so I'll put this into the box that it came with. All right, and now my favorite part. We're going to put the hard drives on this baby. And you guys will get to see all the serial numbers because I only put the tape on the outside. Yay! You guys can do all sorts of cool stuff with that. So just to review, guys, we did upgrade the RAM, put 32 gigs in there. We put two M.2 256 NVMe SSDs in here, okay? 512 gigabytes of NVMe SSD. And we put in a 10 gigabit NIC in my new 923 Plus DiskStation, okay? So now we're going to do hard drives. And I'm going to actually lower the light because now it's way overexposed. I'm going to put that back down to about 40% where it was. The only problem with this thing is it moves too slow. There we go. So I'm going to put that right there. And let's take a look at chat real quick before we move on. Soul7 says, you left out the link for the hard drives. Oh, I did? Oops. I better put that back into the... I'll put that into the description as soon as this video is over. I promise this time. I'm not going to forget because someone will probably remind me. New England Crypto says, I was just saying I wanted to get rid of Dropbox and build my own setup. Oh, yeah, for your... Okay, hey, New England, let me know how serious you are on getting your own Synology or your own networks attached storage setup, because I actually have two of these now. This is the 923 DiskStation Plus, which is a bunch of garbly goop saying that this is just the newest generation. And I have my old one that I'm going to be retiring and putting on the tech marketplace, but let me know if you're actually interested in doing something like that. We could probably do a collab or something. Let me know. Make sure your baby Boston approves, okay? If baby Boston doesn't approve, I don't want to piss anybody off. Also, make sure Stella says it's okay. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just take off all of the plastic. And you guys be wondering, what am I doing with all these drives? Well, it's 20 terabytes, guys, which is pretty nice. I will say, so here's a little decision I made that is kind of controversial. All right, so these drives are recertified. That's right, guys, they are recertified, refurbished drives. You might be going, TekShinji, why'd you do that? Well, they're almost $100 cheaper each. They go for around $350 to $400 a piece for a 20 terabyte Seagate Exos drive. And you might be going, well, is it worth it? Well, so yeah, in my opinion, because remember, I'm going to be doing this in RAID 10, which is RAID 1+0. So it's going to have two drives that are striped, okay? So two that are striped, okay? And then it's going to have two pairs of two that are striped. I know that's kind of hard to understand, but basically, imagine we took a block of cheese, right? We took a picture of a block of cheese. I took that picture, I cut it in half, and I put both halves of that block of cheese picture on one of each drive. So that way, when I'm accessing data, the SATA link on this drive can theoretically do a maximum of 600 meg, okay? So now when I have two, I can theoretically do a maximum of 1200. So it's faster. But the danger with that is now I have two halves of the picture on two drives, okay? So if one drive fails, I lose everything, okay? We don't want that. So we have 4 drives. So remember I said that block of cheese picture was cut in half on 2? I have 2 sets of 2. So they're both in parity, okay? They're both copying each other exactly the same. That way, if I have a single drive failure, I'm good. If I have 2 drives fail on one side of that parity, I'm still good. If 2 drives fail on both sides, then I'm kind of screwed. But in my personal life, I only had a hard drive failure maybe, I don't know, maybe 2 times in my entire life. And being that these are Seagate and they're refurbished and they're both going to be in parity like that on RAID 1+0, I'm not too worried. If I do have a drive failure, do a hot swap, it'll take a little bit of time to rebuild, not a big deal. So that is why I went with the refurbished drives, and they do look kind of different. It's kind of weird, but allegedly they are refurbished from Seagate themselves. I checked, I went to their website, I typed in the serial numbers for these drives, and yeah, they're all under warranty and everything like normal. They don't have a 3-year warranty or whatever it is. They have like a 1-year warranty, but like I said, guys, never really had a problem with the drives. All right, so now I got all the drives. I'm gonna go ahead and push this out of frame a little bit. And then we're gonna switch on over to the thing here. Yeah. Okay, let me take chat real quick. New England Crypto says, how TekShinji of you. Are you talking about the collaboration thing? Yeah, me and New England have this thing, like I like don't give him stuff, okay? No, it's not free, all right? It costs money, right? I let him borrow it, but I never asked for it back. So it's kind of a funny thing we got going. He does help me out a lot. So like when I was moving, he and Andrew really came through for me. I would have been in a lot of trouble if those two didn't show up to help. It took a lot of planning, but they did both help me out quite a bit. So let's transition top. This is just a drive cage, just a little thing to hold the hard drive. And this is actually toolless. So if you look right here on the sides, these little things, so the way it works, right? See this little tab right here? It says pull, okay? What you do is you pull on that, okay? Just like that. And then there's nothing there. These little holes, these little pillars right here, line up with the holes on the hard drive on the side, and that's how it keeps it in. So as you can see, there's only gonna go in one way. It can't go in this way because then the holes will be up here, right? Sorry, let me try that again. Can't go in this way because then the holes will be up there and wouldn't make contact. So it can only go in one way. And I'm actually holding the drive backwards because that's where the connectors are. So the way it's gonna go is like this, okay? And like that. So now that you know how this works, I'm just gonna go ahead and simply just ease the drive in. There's, oh yeah, there's some rubber in here. These little bushings, these bushings right there, those are actually rubber, and that just prevents vibration and stuff from transferring as loudly. These are just plastic, so it just kind of goes in like that. And you can see the SATA connector right there, and so that is how the drive will look. And you can see right here, the holes on the drive line up basically perfectly. So we're gonna go ahead and put our little holders back in. Just like that. And then over here as well. And now our drive is locked in, it's not coming out, okay? See, no matter what I do, it's not coming out. Yes, I know that was reminiscent of the video card situation. Hopefully we don't have that, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and do that to all of these. While I'm doing this, let me know, guys, how's things going with you people over there in that part of the world? Because most of the people I know that have been watching this channel don't live anywhere close to me. They all live somewhere else in the United States. And even one of these grommets propped out. I better be careful. So let me actually undo this one. So when I was sliding the drive in, it kind of pushed the grommet out, so I gotta be careful. Don't want to push the grommets out like that. Yeah, you see this one just came out, so I'm gonna try to get that back in there real quick. I think that's it. Yep, there we go. Okay. So I'm going to just try to be less aggressive here and just kind of ease it on in there. If I go too quick, it just rips the grommet out, so I don't want to do that. Okay, that grommet's in. Then this one right here. So what I'm doing is I'm just pushing the drive down, okay, and then it just kind of clicks in just like that. It just kind of clicks in. Yep, that one doesn't want to click in. Why not? All right, let's see what's going on here. Everything's fine. All the holes are lined up. Let's try that one more time. There we go. Okay, so that drive is good. Next one. So let's see here. What's chat saying right now? Let's see. So let's see. Creating space Elash PTSD. Yeah, so if you guys don't know, there was a video where I was reviewing a 3090 Ti from EVGA, and it has an E-leash on it. And when I was playing with the E-leash, I was kind of like holding it like this, like this, and it just freaking popped off because I didn't understand the engineering of how the E-leash worked. It literally just came off and hit the table. And like, apparently Stella like watched that video over and over again to see my face, because my face was so startled, because like I that wasn't planned, guys. That just happened. Like that was an accident. So let's see. So New England Clipper says, this thing is so cool. Why is this not a typical server? I will explain that in a moment after I get these things on, because they're kind of they're taking more brain power than I thought. But basically, this is technically a server. It is a server. So this box is a miniature computer. It has a CPU, it has RAM, it has a hard drive, it has all that. It has an operating system. It's actually running off of Linux, okay? This thing is actually running off of Linux. And it is basically a server. It's not a traditional server because it's, see this weird box shape? It's not a 19-inch wide 1U form factor. Like, I'll bring this up in a moment, but this is more for like home use, non-professional use. I got probably one of the higher end prosumer ones, because I don't really need a server grade like 6U like server thing. That's gonna be $10,000, and I really don't need that much storage, at least not yet. So what we got going on? New crypto truth. Yeah, that's right, truth. Creating space as your main cam, just focus to the background. You're blurry. Oh, you're right. Thanks for letting me know. I don't know why it's supposed to be tracking me, not the... What the heck? Why is it doing that? Hold on, guys. Let me fix this dang camera. I thought I turned that tracking off. Let's see. Right here, this is my NVR, so my network video recorder. That's what that is, okay? And this one up here, right here, this is just a switch, but this has PoE++ right there. See if I can show you guys. Right there, so you can see right there, PoE++. I know it's hard to see, but there's two pluses right there. That means it can do up to 90 watts, theoretically. These are my 10 gigabit NICs right here. Let me try to zoom in so I can show you. And all it is just, you know, it just comes out like that. It's a little NIC. It's a 10 gigabit NIC. This allows for 10 gigabit through Ethernet. And up here is that patch panel. Okay. And these are my little nice miniature monoprice patch cables. I love these things so much. They are so cool. This is a little 6-incher. That means it's 6-inch from end to end. The cable itself is only like 3 inches. So it goes in right there. And then I can put it into my patch panel. Real nice and neat. Real nice and short. This is a 1 foot one. This is a 6-inch one right here. Now, let's get into why I don't like these rack studs. Okay, let's get into that. All right, to do that, it's going to be kind of hard to show. I might have to take pictures and post it later. But essentially, what's going on, so you can kind of see from back there, but let me see if I can, what I'll do a top cam shot. All right, so I'm gonna go right there and look. I want you to focus right on that part right there, okay? Try to zoom in. Are we at maximum zoom? No, we're not. Oh, I guess we are. Okay, so I want you to focus right there, guys. I'm gonna actually tilt this over. I want you to focus right there, okay? And I'm actually gonna take these out. Okay, I'm gonna get a screwdriver here. Because I've already installed this patch panel up on top. We're just going to go ahead and take it out. Oh, this one's tight. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take this patch panel out, and I will show you why I have decided to not go with these. Okay, you notice as I took it out, it just kind of fell out. There's gonna be a reason for that. I'll show you why it just kind of fell out like that. And we're gonna take the patch panel rack stud nuts out on the other side as well. Okay, and you see how this one, it stayed in. I know it's hard to see against my black gloves, but so let's take the patch panel out like that. Okay, so rack studs, the way they work. See if I hear right here. Here's my nice Ubiquiti, aluminum sandblasted patch panel. They go in like that after it goes on the rack, and it's kind of convenient. Now, let's show you what it is over here. So right there, that's the empty rack slot right there. So this is rack 4, 4U4, okay? The way it works, it kind of goes in and you see it kind of collapses like that. That's a clip, okay? And on the back, there's an arrow that says which way to go up right there. So it goes in this orientation. You go in from the back, just like that. And then you put the bottom one in right here, okay? I know it's hard to see, but right there, you see that little plastic tab? That's it without it. You put the bottom tab in, and then you kind of just push down to get the top part in. This is a lot easier when you don't have the rack top bar in. Okay, there. So now, see, it's in there, okay? See, I just got it clicked in. It's not going anywhere. Even if I push on it, it's not going anywhere, right? Okay, you'd be like, wow, that's cool, TekShinji, right? Yeah, it is pretty cool. I agree, it's pretty cool. Now let's put our appliance on here, right? So here's our patch panel, okay? We're gonna go ahead and put it on. And it's kind of nice because, there's these studs right here. They just kind of stick out. It's going good so far, right? Oh. Screws down. Okay, and herein lies the problem, and I'll show you in just a moment. So, okay. Now I want you to focus right where my finger is. You see that? It's not flush, right? You might be going, Shinji, you haven't tightened it all the way down. Okay, I'll go ahead and do that then. Okay. This is now tightened all the way down. Okay? And there is a gap. You can see it right there. There is a gap. You might be going, why is there a gap, Shinji? Okay? So, if you look on the side here, and kind of look inside, I won't be able to show it, but I'm just going to have to explain because it's kind of hard to do. What's going on is that this piece right here, this is the one I took out. Okay, you see how it looks? This is a new one. Okay? What's happening is, when you put this in on your rack, and this is what I mean by this is only designed for people with a lot of money or expensive racks. When this goes in, this part sticks out past, let me see if I can get something white here. This middle section sticks out past the base, the square base, which is right there. It sticks out past that square base. And because of that, it's actually all that weight and all that pressure is sitting on these little tabs instead of here, okay? And when you wiggle it around to where these finally collapse and get pushed in, they get like that. They get bent like that. And that's why this is looking like that. See, it's bent like that. So let me show you what the effect of that is. Now, be that I only put in one side, I get that. It's only one side. So if I move it around, okay, see how that's loose now? See how it's moving? That's because I just got those two little ears to squeeze and fall inside the middle. And now I can actually turn this even more and tighten it more. But it's still loose. And that's tight. I can't make that any tighter. And it's still loose. See? You can probably hear it. Me wiggling it around. You probably see it too, right? That's the problem I'm having with these rack studs. Now, you might be going, Shinji, what do you expect? You're using a $60 cheapo rack. Yes, I am, but it should be working for this application as well. It doesn't. And because of that, I am actually going to get rid of this rack, okay? This was going to be a rack video, like, hey, check out my rack, right? I had to change it all to the Synology because I'm actually going to be changing this completely. I'm getting a new rack. I'm getting a Ubiquiti rack, toolless rack, made just for Ubiquiti equipment because guess what? I'm going Ubiquiti for everything, at least for right now. They don't have a monthly fee. We'll get into that later, but it's not working for my case. Now, it could be possible that you have a rack with much thicker rails where this will work. Those cost way more money and I can't get them used locally easily without paying more money. So I wanted this cheap, 4U rack because that's all I really need. I don't want to really build a whole tower rack for this house. It's just a normal house, I'm not doing anything too crazy. So I went ahead and bought a Ubiquiti toolless rack. That'll be coming in sometime next week. And with the way the schedule is going to line up, the video on that and all that will probably be coming out sometime middle or end of September because the project's been delayed quite a bit due to unforeseen circumstances, let's just say that. So that is why the rack studs do not work for this application. You might be going, Shinji, what about these? Yes, I've already tried these. I had a problem with these too. That is why I ordered the duals, which cost more, by the way, for the same amount. It's like $10 more. And that also has a problem. So unfortunately for my situation, it doesn't work. But if you have a nice rack that's tall, that's at least 32U, 32 or 42U, like a tall one, it should probably work just fine. But on these cheap ones with thin stamped metal, they're less than 2 millimeters, doesn't seem to work very well. Let me take a look at chat because it's been a little bit. Let's see. Oh, did I not have it on top cam this whole time? My apologies. You guys couldn't see anything I was talking about. I should have checked. Let's see. Got Ari Media in the chat. RA Media, what kind of storage are you using? I'm using a Synology NAS. We just got through the video on that. I put it, it's actually right here. We just got through setting it up, putting 32 gigs of RAM in it, two 256 gigabyte NVMe drives, and four 20 terabyte drives. That's what this is. Cedric, oh, how you doing, Cedric? What's going on, man? Boom, FBI, open up. No, not again. Tane says, if you want flush, then get a pre-drilled rack. Yes, that is something I would love to get. That'd be freaking awesome. Crispin, building server rack at home has been declared illegal, Shinji man. You are under arrest. Come quietly or there'll be troubles. I don't want troubles. What are you freaking RoboCop? Come with me or there'll be trouble. Tane says, most people do not look that closely at that and don't really care. You know, Tanes, you are absolutely right, but I do. So it makes a big difference for me, and I don't like it. I really don't like it. It just feels, you know how like you could do something, you could do a job and you know, it's like 95% complete, but that last 5% just bothers you. I'm one of those weird people that have that problem, okay? I need to be complete. And this tells me this is not, well, not right here because there's no studs. This is not complete, okay? See, shake, 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 not complete. Not good, not in my book. New England Crypto says, my rack is 42U. Yes, yeah, you got a nice rack. It's not as deep as I would like I couldn't fit a full server in there, but it's nice. It's like a good networking rack. What brand kind are they? Oh, you must have come late, RA Media. Yeah, I went through all that already for like the first half of the show. They're Seagate Exos enterprise grade drives. Cedric says, nice. Mayman got that RoboCop. Of course I got that. You know how old I am, man? RoboCop was kind of new when I was, kind of new when I was around. When did RoboCop come out? 80s, 90s? I don't remember. I wasn't born yet, but I saw that as a kid. Okay, I got freaked out when the toxic chemicals fell on them and they turned into mush. It scared me, you know? It was also kind of weird, too. New England Crypto says, love it. Yeah. You got a nice rack. You ever see New England Crypto's rack? Go check out his channel. He's got a really nice rack. You should look at his rack. His rack is nice. It's tall, big, you know. We all love big, tall racks. Let's see. Anyways, just to finish up on that, that is why I am not going to be going with rack studs. I will be returning these. They are nice, they are great, but Ubiquity's solution, in my opinion, is better. Be that, so here's the thing, guys. It's not even really that much cheaper. So this Duo costs $60. This one costs $50, okay, for these. They have both almost the same amount. This rack costs about $50, okay? So if I wanted a bigger rack, same size as Ubiquity, let's say it's the same, 6U, let's say it's $100, another $100 in rack studs and probably some other hardware. So we're already in over $200 and it doesn't fit the way I want it to fit. Ubiquity solution, $300, everything is made to fit. Kind of like Apple though, it doesn't work with any other other networking systems or equipment, but I mean, it looks nicer, it fits better. And what's the point of this if it's not going to be sitting flush and nice and tight? Just my personal opinion. Let me actually put this back before I lose it. Let's see what we got going on here. Jeff Baker, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. I don't know if I've seen you before. Crispin said, Cedric says, New England Crypto, fear the server rack beard. Yeah, don't get that beard stuck in those cooling fans. RE Media says, what if he wants to roll his server rack across a parking lot in a shopping cart? That server needs to be secured. None of this wobble. Yeah, you know, that's funny you say that. That actually might be a thing that might happen when I go to sell this house. Click. There we go. Let's see. New England Crypto's laughing. Cedric says, RoboCop is all my youth. Along Demolition Man and all that 90s action movie madness. Yeah. Oh, Demolition Man. Murder, death, kill, right? Murder, death. Come on. Come on. You know what I'm talking about, you know? Hey, you see any cows around here? What do you think that burger's made out of? And they asked the lady, rat. Yes, a delicious rat burger. Yeah, man, it's I watched that movie too, man. It's one of my favorites. Jeff Baker says it's been a while. Yeah, I don't remember your name. I think your face looks familiar, but I don't remember who you are. Gotta try to remember that. So guys, let's see. I have one last thing I wanted to go over. And I can't remember what it was. I should have wrote a note. Oh yeah, it's gonna be my networking cables. So I'm gonna move this off the table. And yeah, I got some new toys, guys. Got some new toys. This is gonna be, I wanna really go over this stuff because this stuff is kind of cool, in my opinion. This stuff kind of excites me. So, yep, that's it right there. So let me transition over. This is my new patch cables. So these are just mono price patch cables, okay? This is not the correct bad. Just so don't ignore what it says here, okay? But really nice, super cute 6-inch patch cable. Remember, 6-inch from end to end. So this is actually more like a 3-inch patch cable. Perfect, okay? Perfect for my patch panel and my switch. And I got a bunch of them. I think I got, there's like 10 right here, right? I got 2 bags, so like 20 of these little short ones, okay? Then I got these ones too. These are 1 foot, okay? And they are certified for Cat 6A. They are Cat 6A patch cables. They're 30 gauge, which is kind of thin. Yes, I know, but according to Reddit, they work just fine, no problems. And then of course I got the even bigger ones. Okay, I think this is the 2 feet. Yep, so this is 2 feet. Okay. What is this, man? What is this nonsense? Okay, so yeah, we got a couple of sets of this stuff. And this is going to be really nice when I go to patch that cable, patch the panel. Now, I got this all these cables right here, all in was $80, okay? That's not that bad in my opinion because Monoprice had a little summer sale going on. I don't know if it's still going, but you get $15 off. So this was like $95 of cables, got it for $80. Not bad, free shipping included. So that's pretty cool stuff. This is going to be really sweet when I go to patch my panel like that. It's going to be real short. And I got it in red because they didn't have purple. Female dogs, no purple, darn it. Purple was out of stock until like end of the year, so I don't want that. But yeah, those cables are going to make things a lot more neater on my patch panel. My networking closet, or rack rather, in the basement, it's hideous right now. It's just in pieces everywhere. And this is going to make things a lot cleaner and a lot more easy to route together, make everything nice and straight, nice and clean. And it's all going to be red, which is nice. Let's take a look at chat real quick, and we'll go ahead and go into the ending portion of the stream, because wow, we've been going for over an hour. Wow, I did not expect it to take that long. I'm also hungry. Let's see. Anything else in chat? Oh, did I miss something? What the heck's going on here? Yeah, okay, nothing else is going on in chat, good. So yeah, guys, oh, we got more stuff coming in. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat right now. I know we go over the projects channel. We're not gonna do that this week. There's only like 1 or 2 pictures in there. I wanted to build up a little bit more before we do that. Little small thing, this is a Lark water bottle. I picked it up from Amazon. And it's the kind with, this cap is not a normal cap. It's got a special thing in it. See right there? This cap. And if I press the button, it's probably going to turn yellow because it detects that it's off the bottle, so it won't start because it's a safety feature. What it is, it's a UVC light. And allegedly that kills all the bacteria in the bottle. Allegedly. I don't know how well it works. Checking it out. Got it off eBay and Amazon. So pretty cool looking bottle, but it is kind of heavy. Not very practical. This doesn't really hold that much water. But you might be asking, why did I do that? Well, you know, you ever like fill your water bottle and you leave it somewhere and you come back a couple of days later, maybe 1 or 2 days, you open it, it has that water bottle funk. Hopefully this gets rid of that because I am tired of washing out all my water bottles. It's kind of annoying. Crispin said, Cedric says, yeah, Demolition Man movie is epic. The production even predicted that Arnold Schwarzenegger would be governor of California. Yeah, that's right. And that was just some inside job when writing the movie script. That's pretty funny. I didn't actually think about that one. All right, guys, so we'll go ahead and go into the ending portion of the stream. We're done talking about our hardware. We got set up with our Synology NAS. Okay, we're gonna get that all set up and running. I'm gonna be copying my old data to it tonight, hopefully, if everything works. And I showed you my rack studs and why I am not going with them. I will be showing you Ubiquiti solution when that does come in. I might make a video on it, or I might just do a live stream, not sure yet. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the live chat down below, or what's going on with you guys. New England Crypto, thank you for joining us. Say goodnight to Stella and baby Boston for me. And Cedric, thanks for coming by. It's always good to have you here. RE Media, thank you for showing up as well. Taines, thanks for coming by too. Soul7, New England Crypto, Creating Space, and am I forgetting anyone? And Pieces and EVs, of course. All right, guys, well, thank you to everyone that joined tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream. It's been over an hour, which is, I wanted to keep it at an hour, but I'm hungry. I gotta get stuff done. But that's it, guys. Remember, join our Discord, linked in the description below if you haven't already. And of course, all the stuff I talked about today will be linked in the description as well. Have a great night. We'll see you same bad time, same bad channel. Oh, actually, next week is gonna be on Sunday, okay? Wait, Sunday, Saturday? Yeah, it's gonna be on Sunday because on Saturday, I have to go to an event in Rhode Island. So I don't know if that's public yet, so I'm just gonna keep it secret, but I have to go to an event in Rhode Island down that south. So Saturday I won't be available. So next week's stream will be Sunday, Sunday evening or Monday. All right. Well, thanks to everyone that joined today. We'll see you next time, next week rather. Same bad time, same bad channel. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Bye-bye.